A canopied entrance off Madison Avenue leads to one of New York's most intimate concert venues, a place where time has seemingly stood still for more than half a century. To the left of a small foyer is the Bemelmans Bar, its walls covered with fanciful scenes of Central Park as rendered by Ludwig Bemelmans, the celebrated author of Madeline. Jazzy standards fill the air, listeners scattered among nickel-trimmed tables and perched like placid crows at the black granite bar. It's as civilized a spot as exists on the Upper East Side of Manhattan, the sort of room where the conversations come accessorized with dry martinis and the gimlets are mixed with fresh lime. Opposite the Bemelmans is a shrine to the art of cabaret, a performance space only slightly larger than a regulation racquetball court. Here is where musical acts as varied as Herb Alpert and Eartha Kitt have held forth, and where Bobby Short was seasonally featured for 36 years. On its walls are the murals of Marcel Vertès, the Academy Award-winning designer of Moulin Rouge, its blue-hued banquettes encircling a floor still dominated by a grand piano. Although Short, whose portrait hangs just outside, liked to refer to himself as a saloon singer, the Café Carlyle has never been the province of comedians. When Woody Allen sits in with the Eddie Davis New Orleans Jazz Band, he sticks to his clarinet and never utters a word. So of all the people who could possibly be booked into this elegant little sanctuary on a Monday night, one of the most unlikely is the man who single-handedly made the stage safe for an open collar, a jazz artist who can neither sing nor play an instrument, a satirist so savage that Time once described him as Will Rogers with fangs. Seated at a table near the back, Mort Saul doesn't appear nervous in the least. Clad in a red cashmere sweater, he is still strikingly handsome at age 86, the celestial nose suggesting the profile of a much younger man, the graying hair at once both combed and unruly. He chats comfortably as the room fills, quick to break into a grin as if some private absurdity has just caught his attention. Occasionally, a stranger leans in to shake his hand. One man asks him to sign a copy of his book Heartland and tells him that he's been a fan for 50 years. Among those taking their seats are James Wolcott, cultural critic and blogger for Vanity Fair, the comedian Mark Pitta, broadcast journalist John Hart, and the star's third wife, Kensley, who was flown in from California expressly for the occasion. At 10:50, Dick Cavett makes his way to the riser as applause fills the room. Some years ago, he says by way of introduction, a meteor shot across the comedy sky. My new friend Woody Allen and I went to see him at a place called Basin Street East in New York. Woody said, "Wait until you see him. You will agree with me that everyone else should quit the business." Here is a man who said Ronald Reagan won because he ran against Jimmy Carter, and if he had run unopposed, he would have lost. Once at Basin Street, a guy yelled out, "Is that a Brooks Brothers sweater?" So Mort picked up the subject of Brooks Brothers and said, "It's a strange store. They have no mirrors, but they will stand another customer in front of you." "That's a bit of a weird curve," he admitted over the appreciative laughter. "But I love weird curves." Ladies and gentlemen, the great Mort Saul. Prolonged applause as Saul moves slowly toward the stage, his friend Lucy Mercer at his side.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.